02:30 a.m. Black Sea, 10 miles off Kinburn Spit. This is where Russia's impenetrable defenses crumble in the largest drone swarm trap in military history. A Magura V5, the 18-foot, 2,200-pound floating junk Moscow mocked, is slashing through their waters at 46 miles per hour, invisible under radar thanks to Ukraine's Swarm Phantom tech. It's carrying 700 pounds of high explosive ready to ram the gates of hell. Inside its hull, 5 Shrike FPV assassins await launch 3-pound ninjas, each packing 2 pounds of C4 wired with 7-mile fiber optic cables that laugh at Russian jamming. Their target, a $50 million ammo depot stuffed with 500 tons of Grad rockets and 152mm shells. The lifeblood of Russia's Mykolaiv assault, guarded by a $15 million Pantsir-S1 and 30 infantrymen who think they're untouchable. Fatal arrogance. Rewind 72 hours. Ukraine was already mapping every blind spot, timing the 50-degree of fog, and orchestrating a masterpiece of deception. It's an insane plan designed to strike at the exact moment the Russian guards are thanking their vodka gods for their protection, just before the real hell is unleashed. The real twist isn't breaching the impossible fortress with $256,000 in drones. It's how Ukraine delivers the knockout, escapes the furious counterpunch, and leaves Russia scrambling in the smoke. Then this happened. 1:00 a.m. From a covert base, the Magura V5 begins its silent hunt. The secret weapon tonight isn't just explosives, it's the weather. A thick 50-degree fog blankets the Black Sea, slashing visibility to under 300 feet. That cold, dense air creates a thermal inversion layer that plays hell with Doppler radar, turning a multi-million-dollar system into a glorified weather vane. 02:28 a.m. At 5 miles from Kinburn Spit, a hatch opens. 5 Shrike FPV drones are released into the night. They immediately rise to an altitude of 20 feet, disappearing below the Earth's curvature, completely shielded from any line-of-sight radar. But here's the Ukrainian masterstroke. As each Shrike leaps from the Magura V5's hidden hatch, a 7-mile fiber optic thread thinner than a whisper at 0.1 millimeter unspools from a sleek dispenser, reeling out at breakneck speed. While Russia braces for a radio blitz, Ukraine deploys an unjammable lifeline. The operator miles away locks onto a clear 1080p feed via Starlink as Bukovel AD jams Pantsir-S1's radar with targeted noise overwhelming its sensors. But can 5 small drones really stay hidden when a $15 million security system is built to track them? 2:35 a.m. Inside the Pantsir-S1 command vehicle, the screen flickers to life. A radar operator, likely on his 3rd cup of cheap coffee, squints at intermittent contacts 5 miles out. They're faint, ghost-like, but they're there. The Krasukha-4 EW system surges to life, blanketing the area in a powerful GPS jamming field. On the ground, 30 infantrymen raise their infrared scopes, scanning the foggy darkness. A burst of tracer fire erupts from a heavy machine gun. First blood. One of the Shrike decoys disintegrates into a shower of sparks and shredded carbon fiber. The screen inside the Russian command vehicle glows red, warning unidentified aerial intrusion. And that's when the Ukrainian operators play their first card. The Magura V5, the largest and most obvious target, abruptly cuts its engine turns and begins to drift away with the current. To the Russian officer, the tactical situation seems clear. A lone drone probed their defenses, its 7-mile cable hinting at launch nearby. His genius deduction narrows it to 5 miles out. He smirks, logging it as a successful deterrent, ordering a hunt for the launch point. A classic case of fatal arrogance. Little does he know the real threat isn't retreating, it's multiplying as Shrikes scatter. It's multiplying. The bumbling Pantsir-S1 operator fumbles a lock in 20 seconds, 15 seconds, now turret wobbling like a drunk, and 10 seconds jamming cranks up to max bravado. 5 seconds too late, the Shrikes split, vanishing into the fog. Russian EW clowns blast the sky smugly. Sure, they've won, but they've brought a flamethrower to a fight against ghosts. You see, the Krasukha-4 is a beast at jamming radio waves. The problem for them is that the Shrikes aren't listening to the radio, they're watching light. You can jam the airwaves, you can't jam a strand of glass. The fiber optic connection renders Russia's entire multi-million-dollar EW suite completely hilariously useless. With the Russians now focused on the retreating Magura V5, the remaining 4 Shrikes initiate their split swarm tactic. 2 drones hover along the coastline using the terrain to conceal their approach. The other 2 continue skimming just above the waves. They are now attacking from 2 separate axes, a nightmare for any single air defense system to track. To the Russians, these drones are now true phantoms immune to their most powerful weapon. The Pantsir-S1 operator, realizing his jamming is useless, switches to active engagement. His system acquires a lock. A stream of 30mm cannon fire rips through the night, and a second Shrike is blown out of the air. The Russian infantry, emboldened, joins the fight. An RPG-7 streaks into the darkness, missing a third Shrike, but exploding close enough for the shrapnel to slash its fiber optic cable. Inside the SBU control room, an operator's screen flickers to static. He slams his fist on the console. Heart rate hits 180 beats per minute. He's now flying blind, relying only on the drone's last known trajectory. He has seconds to re-establish a connection or abort. The stakes are now astronomical.